Good morning, everybody. My name is Zachary, for those who don't know me, and every day I deposit $10 into my public account, and every month I deposit $100 into my Fundrise account. I am not a financial advisor, so whatever I have to say is strictly for entertainment purposes only, but I did want to give an opportunity for my friends and other people to see, what goes on with investing and all that fun stuff. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So first off, we're going to be pulling up the public account. Give me 1 second. There we go. So currently we are down. I'm going to pull up the week. We're down for the week. Down for the month. Up for the past 3 months, and I haven't done this a full 6 months, but we're getting there. And we're up for the past 6 months, which is pretty chill. Honestly, I don't mind right now that the stock market's going down because of the fact that it gives me a better opportunity to buy the stocks that I like at a cheaper price. And I'm trying to dollar cost average in lower than what I have right now. So kind of hoping for a little bit more of a dip, actually. Obviously not forever, because if it goes on for too long, we make no money. Either way, every month I do pick one stock that I focus on. This month it's been BTI. Basically, it has almost 4,000 different companies on the U.S. stock market. It's the full broad spectrum of the stock market. And the reason why I like this is because there's no way, unless you have multi-million dollars or even $1 billion, there's no way that you're going to be able to get every single one of the stocks, or every single one of the companies on the stock market without there being some sort of like in between, which would be an ETF. They just basically take everything and distribute it out between all the stocks on the stock market. So yeah, I personally am a fan of ETFs. I'm also a fan of REITs, and we can kind of get into that in a second. So let's first off pull up BTI. So currently I have $237.92 invested in it, equivalent to 1.14841 shares of BTI. So that's pretty chill. But let's see. We're at 20, and the average price per share right now is 208.96. Right now, where are we at with 207? So this is cool because now when I put my $10 in, we're gonna bring, as long as it doesn't go up in the next couple seconds that I'm talking, but it's gonna bring the average that I pay per price down for this particular ETF. So let's go ahead and deposit the $10. 10. See, I'm not tipping, sorry public. This is free advertisement for you, public, so that's worth more than the 15 cents. And submit. Awesome. I just want to see, let me see if it lets me pull up the, nope. Yeah, it won't let me. Either way, yeah, so we invested in that. And then for anyone who wants to follow me on, public, I post everything to the open public so you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to post that. And we're going to refresh. Perfect. So let me see. And our shares have increased, and it looks like that our dollar cost average has gone down. Not a lot, but something's better than nothing, right, guys? Let me see. And of course it goes. Now I want to see. Let me see. I'm not going to pull up the history actually because I don't know if it'll give any of my personal stuff, out. But I'm curious if I got it at the 206 mark or the 207 mark. So fun. I might post in a REIT today too, because on my last video, I talked about the fact that I purchase crypto on weekends, and that's partly because it's available on the weekends. But I also, because of the fact that I want to keep my crypto to 10% of the total amount of the account, you know, there are some weekends I don't invest and I put a little bit more into other stocks or other ETFs. So I think that's what I'm going to do today, because of the fact that I am still in that, you know, I'm still within that 5% for my cryptocurrency. Actually, let me see if it'll give me actually percentage. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this, guys. I'm sorry. On my phone, it's a little bit easier. The program's a little bit easier to navigate through, and I haven't fully gotten adjusted to the computer version of it. And I just started doing the lives, or these streams. It's not live because yesterday I might have accidentally shown my email address, and thankfully this account is just starting, so I deleted that video. I removed it completely, and then I edited it and re-uploaded it. So yeah, you won't get my information out. Whoops. So now I've learned to pre-record the videos if I'm doing anything that might accidentally display my account. So let's see, but let's go with Realty is a popular REIT, and basically REITs are real estate investment, stocks. Basically, they pay out a dividend. Some of them pay out a dividend every month. Both STAG and Realty Income Corp, Realty, pay out on the 15th of every month. That's what I've been seeing. And what they do is that for people who don't have money to go throw down on, you know, a real estate investment property, like you don't have 20 grand or 30 grand. I'm in upstate New York, so our houses aren't as expensive. But I mean, if you want a $300,000-$400,000 house and you have to put 20% down for that, real estate property, not everyone has that laying around. So this is another option. This is also a great option for those who might not want to have an investment property but still want to be in real estate, because this, you don't have to worry about property managers, you don't have to worry about tenants. You basically just put money into the REIT every month and you get paid as long as it's doing well, which I'm going to say, do your research. Don't blindly follow some random guy on the internet because it could lead you somewhere crazy. I'm not a professional. I like to say that I know enough to know that I'm not going to screw myself too bad. But I will make mistakes at times, and that's why I'm displaying this as a beginner account too. I have a couple other private accounts that I'm really not open to sharing, but yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and deposit $10 into this account too, and then on Monday, depending on if I want to, on Monday, depending on how the weekend goes, I might deposit on Sunday, but on Monday, if I don't do anything over the weekend with the crypto, I'll just, either go into Realty. I might do STAG too, because that's another good. That one I think is undervalued. I also think that they're gonna catch up with their dividends every month. So let me see. And I've been wanting to for quite some time. We'll see where is it? Let me see if it's giving me. Why is it not showing me my information? Okay, no. Oh, here we go. I didn't go down far enough. So, I've been wanting to get to 20 shares. So, the only concern I have with this is it does make up a bulk of my portfolio. It's holding, quite a bit. 61% was the last time I checked of my portfolio. That's off. I want to be more balanced on that. But again, if they're paying me well, and they are, then it's hard to not want to invest in it. But what the thing is that, as we've seen with like companies like Sears and Blockbuster, it doesn't matter how big you were, anything can bring you down, especially if you don't have enough, of a moat or protection to make sure that you can, ride any financial storms, or if you get like a crappy CEO in there or a crappy board of directors, like anything can happen. And that's kind of the concerning part with a lot of this stuff and putting your eggs in one basket. And that's kind of why I like ETFs too, is because if a company goes under, you're not going to be as impacted because they just removed that company from, their program and fill it in with a new one. So, I mean, there are people who can make a lot investing in one stock, but you are taking a risk by doing so. Again, not financial advice, do whatever you want, but so $10 into that, sorry public. I don't even think we're gonna get over that. Let's see, post for anyone to see, you know the drill. Gonna refresh this. We'll see if I got over 20 shares. I don't think so. I looked at it quick. Going down because I messed that up. Oh, ooh, we did it. Barely. Barely did it. That's exciting. That's exciting. I make about almost $5 a month off of them, and I make about $1 off of STAG. But now we're going to, now that that's done, and let me just go back and just make sure. Dude, and chill. I love it. That's the thing, is like a lot of people say you're just supposed to put your money in and leave it, but I love watching the money go up and down. Like, it's always exciting for it to go up. That's always exciting, and I like it to do it occasionally because it just reminds me that I'm doing this for all the right reasons. But I'm telling you, the anxiety I don't even want to say anxiety, the adrenaline I get from when the stock market goes down is insane, because that, if I don't have money, it's so infuriating because the stocks are going on sale. They're at a cheaper price. You know what I mean? So it causes me a lot of like frustration that on this account it's not a big deal, but when I see a dip and I don't have the funds that I really would like to at that time, I'm a grumpy person. Alrighty, let me switch us over to the Fundrise account. So Fundrise is a new, let me see, give me 1 second. Is a new thing I'm investing in. 1 second, guys. Here we go. So basically, this is similar to a REIT, except they are focused more on they do have like corporate like stuff, like you go into a Walmart or something like that, but they invest in like standard like housing too for the general public. So I think that's pretty cool. Again, not financial advice, just me giving a brief summary of what they do. Like I said, I just started this, and in the past month, with me having like $100 in there, I've already made 23 cents in appreciation and 5 cents in dividends, and I just reinvest that, obviously. So let's see, what was I gonna do? I want portfolio. Yeah, I want portfolio. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. They go and this is a new one, I think. So you can go and see the houses that they invest in, right? And some of them, a few details. Let me see. It's uploading another window, guys, and if it shows me what I want it to, I'll just transfer. Okay, so this is showing me what it wants. Give me 1 second. Share screen. Okay. Oops. There we go. So they're really transparent about things from what I can tell. And this is the inside of the houses. I mean, it's a gorgeous house. They invest in high quality housing and making sure that, they get rounded and tenants and stuff like that. So I really like how they do their stuff and how they share things, how transparent they are. But what I gotta say is, with this particular company, and I'll bring my portfolio back up. With this particular company, you are invested in them for upwards of 5 years. Now, you can pull your funds out sooner if you want to. There is a fee that goes along with that. So just be aware of that. And because this isn't as liquid as the stock market is and REITs are, it does take longer for them to sell your shares of whatever it is they used your money to invest in. So just be aware that it could take time if you need this money to get it back. So take that into consideration. Now, currently, I want to get an actual physical property. So I don't have the money for it. Well, I don't have the debt to income ratio for it right now. Okay. So in the meantime, I wanted to do something with my money until it was time for me to do so. But it's going to be less than 5 years. You know what I mean? So I need to take that into consideration when I'm investing into this particular company, because of the fact that I don't want to be hit with an atrocious amount of fees. I don't want to have my money locked up. It's just, I'm trying to be logical about this, you know what I mean? Because there's no point in screwing myself over if the whole point is to get myself financially free, you know? So, but there are different levels you can get on too, as far as like, the programs that Fundrise offers. At $1,000, I think I'll be able to have the option to enter into a new program they have to offer when the time comes, and that's my short-term goal, is to get up to $1,000 for this account. But when that time comes, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to go and be part of that program. I think you have the option to either stay on the starter or whatever, but I think they offer IRAs or something along those lines that you can also invest in. And I just haven't looked into it enough yet, because there's no need to at this point to decide whether that's the direction I'm gonna go. So about $600 or $700 in, then I'll start looking more into my next steps. But right now I'm not too worried about it. So other than that, that is what I had to show today. That's for the people. I know that Fundrise isn't really a big thing that people have been talking about, though it's been around for quite some time, and it seems like it's a really great, I'm investing in it, so I'm confident in what they're doing. I like the transparency. I like the fact that I can see the houses. They even give the addresses of the houses, so if you wanted to, I'm not saying go there. I'm not saying whatever, but if you wanted to go there, like, you can go and see this house that you're investing in. You can, pull it up on Google. You can do all these things that I think are really important, especially when we're in a time in which transparency is a big thing, and we need to know what's going on. It's important for us to know, especially if we're dumping thousands of dollars into things, or hundreds of dollars for some people, or whatever. Even if you're only putting $1 in, you need to know what you're investing in, because of the fact that it's just going to keep you safe, and it's going to keep you from being screwed over. We all know how these companies work. They're here to make money. But in this game, we gotta make sure we're strong players too. Just because that they're big corporations doesn't mean that the little guy can't make the right moves to protect themselves. So, but that does come with time. That comes with practice. And if you lose money in the short term to learn, that's the price to pay. But in the long term, it'll pay, as long as you're learning and you're accepting your errors and where you went wrong, and you're doing your background. It's all gonna pay off in the long run. So continue, not financial advice, but continue to invest weekly, monthly, however, be on a schedule. Make sure you're always putting something in. Pay your high debt off first. Yeah, so if you have a credit card that's above a certain price or interest rate, which I'd say any high interest debt you should be paying off first before investing, but I understand the urge sometimes to just hop in and just start putting money in. But and I would also recommend, actually I'm not recommending, I would say it would be wise. I'm not recommending. I want to clear that. It would be wise to make sure you have at least $2,000 in savings for any emergencies. 6 months to a year would be ideal. Obviously, things don't always work out that way. And don't be discouraged if you get like $500 or $600 in and something comes up and you have to take it out. That was what it was there to do. You know what I mean? You didn't fail. You didn't do something wrong. I know sometimes we say, I'm not swearing, but we say, darn, like, why does this always happen? But you know what? You were a step ahead, even if it was $500, you know what I mean? So, if you like what I'm doing, please feel free to like my page and subscribe. I'm trying to get better at the whole, you know, uploading and stuff like that. I'm working on my back, you know, whatever. It takes time, it takes confidence, it takes energy, but we're getting there. Either way, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.